Yo. Hey guys. My hair is not doing what I want it to do today. I think I've lied down too much. It's not curly, but then again it does need a wash. How are we all doing? How are we? I'm hydrating with my drink. Refilled it just before stream. And then my mother gave me a singular individually wrapped Biscoff biscuit. She got me a bunch for London. I'm going to London soon, guys. Next week, actually. Okay, that's copied. I'm just doing something on Instagram. So, if you don't know, yesterday I posted this on my art Instagram. Hold on, let's grab that Instagram link, because I'm very aware that you guys don't have access to this account easily. Okay, on that Instagram account, I posted a series of photos of a keychain that I made. And I need to post the second half of those photos. Because I said I was going to do it today. And guess who didn't? Yay! Guess who's behind on literally everything. Everything humanly possible. Because of course it is. Cool, right, that one. That one. Doo-doo-doo. Alright. Alright, let's resize these. Of course, today I'm posting the second ones. You guys should go hype this up, because what audio should I put with it? I think I'll do that one. Let me do that one. I need to do... I got a ween. No way. And of course... Ilya Rozanov. I'm so proud. He turned out. Thank you for the Pikmin. One side. The front side. Hi. I cannot spell. What the fuck? Hello. The front side.
Firefly. Why are you so close? Why are you in my eye?
Neo says meow just resubscribed for 24 months.
24 months?
Like, where's my Subi Day present?
Your sub birthday present. Your sub birthday present? Oh my goodness. Your sub birthday present is being here. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Don't worry about Luigi in the background. He's not real. I've just realized you can see like his head and shoulders. He's not real. Don't worry about him. The front side features his icon, his Boston Raiders uniform. Back. Of course. These two are gonna... And then, boom! I only wear plushies I have a couple minutes, if nothing more. This is Luigi, if you don't know. Oh my god, literally, you know what's really funny? Is that's on my fucking Instagram page. Fancy seeing him. Who the fuck doesn't know Luigi? I don't know. I actually don't know. My grandma knows Streaky. Is mine screaming. Oof. I'm cutting his tag off. I don't know why there's massive tags on such a little guy. Like, what's going on here? Don't need these scratchy ass tags. Get out of here. Oh, I've already cutting this material. That's great. These scissors are so blunt. Tags are just a bit string or something. Yeah. Or like the kind of... I quite appreciate tags where you could physically rip them off. I've had a couple of t-shirts in the past where you can rip the tag off. The way it's stitched in is a rippable tag. There we go. He is free from the tag. I get that maybe I could have, if I wanted to, kept the one that said Super Mario on it. But I don't want a fucking, like, 10 centimeters long tag sticking out of him. It's Luigi. Tiny doesn't cut their whole reminder out too. I can't be bothered. I've messed up once before and cut a hole before. They were rippable? Yeah. I've just posted on Instagram the second of the two. You should totally go and check it out. There he is. That's Ilya. And that's Shane. You should go like these Instagram posts. Because if I get enough likes on them, maybe it'll push it to more people. And more people might buy it. Nintendo get pushed with the Nintendo Cuddleballs and Bent Night. Yes! Not just that. I sometimes get some because I like the character. But I usually take the tag off. I'm not the kind of person to buy a plushie and sit him on the side and not touch him and have him as collectible. I would rather, like, if not cuddleable at night, not all of them are, like, I'm not going to cuddle Luigi at night. However, I'm not about to sit here and put him to the side and never touch him. I bought him so I can take him to the Mario movie with me. I wish I had him for the first one. I'm going to have him so that I can take him to my partner's so when we play Mario Kart World, I've got Luigi with me. So when I play as Luigi, Marvin, my beloved, and Marvin's behind me, yeah. Like, there are some plushies I keep the tag on. I think Pidge, that little guy, He's still got his tag. I refuse to take his tag off. It's really small. But it's got like 2013 Mojang's old logo on it. That's kind of nostalgic more than anything else. I just open up Instagram. Tap on phone whilst it's big and sideways is wacky. Haha. Not Instagram. Let's open up FireAlpaca. Actually, I could do with posting those to Tumblr, couldn't I? I'm gonna post them to Tumblr. I'm also gonna post them to Twitter. So I'm gonna need. It's funny because I turn them all back on him by playing Ooh Kinky, tell me more. Of course. That's rough though. I take these super seriously. Okay, that's good. I was gonna say. I hope you're okay. I can't take them seriously. They're so brain dead. That's so fair. Right. Muted rivalry. I keep forgetting there are some songs on this playlist that I actually just don't listen to. Um. Cool. Alright. That's all the things I want. It's very difficult to do things when I got these guys on my head. Jesus Christ. They will both be available. Keychain features both his Montreal and his Canadian form. Uniform. Whereas. Oh, and Ilya's features both his Boston and his Russian uniforms. Ooh, hello. Anyways, time to do that nut in the county? No way. Have fun lurking. Keychains. They'll Alright, I need to actually include images. I'm gonna take them off my head now. That's getting really difficult. Right, let me send myself these images. What you gonna draw? I haven't decided that bit yet. What is... Why is there light going on down here? What's... Huh? How am I getting a reflection from down here? What? It's so bright outside, guys. Oh, Jesus Christ. Do. Right, let me send myself. If I can find the last time I sent myself something. There we go. Bro, I can send 9 of the 10 images. That's so fucked up. That's so stupid. My goodness. I had sent 10 images. Save. Save. Cool. Right. Alright. Saved all of those. Edit. Robin. What? What's the deal with airline food? Okay, right. Square. Okay, edit. Save. I'm so sorry that I haven't got around to doing anything yet. I'm sorting out super exciting, important art-based stuff. Heat arting. Yeah, I'm cropping images currently to post. These two are not the best photos, but they show what he looks like. Okay, right, cool. Um, right, that's really useful. Thank you, Instagram. Just tried to copy paste my Instagram link and it won't. Does that link even work? Yeah. Hi. Hello. How are you? I am good. Right. Guys, you should go crazy with that Instagram link. You should absolutely go wild with that. I'm actually gonna post that to the Discord as well. Yeah, you guys should hop on that link. Where can I put it? Put it in my Discord. Hard on stuff. Gone wild? Hell yeah. Love the bees on the mic. Thank you. They are magnetic. They got a tiny little magnet attached to the bottom. And they attach themselves to the screws on my microphone. They can't go anywhere else. None of this is magnetic. But they attach themselves to the screws like crazy. It's hilarious. Send now, Rap. Send that into the Discord. Awesome. The bees. It's the bees, indeedy. Do you guys also like my t-shirt or my hoodie? Thought it was really important to wear this today, cause considering. Very nice. Alright, I've opened my art app. I need to just get my desk ready. So Luigi's gonna go back in the background for now. Where do we put him? Doo-doo-doo. I need to log back into my main account. No, not a post. Thank you very much. No! Where's story? There's story. Link! Also, Instagram post. Alright. Let's get my desk set up. Ready for... Oh, by the way, I got this the other day. My first ever... Can't remember the name of it. First has been hotel merch. Duckbin Hotel, indeed. Alright. Can't find the word. There we go. Alright. Let's get out the graphics tablet. Whoosh. Do do do. Just sorting something out a sec. We are not going to make it down to this part of the playlist, I don't think. So I'm just moving some things around in the playlist. What we drawing? I haven't decided yet. Hello! Hi. Holy moly. Oh, of course. Place has decided to just... doesn't know what to do. Can it stop doing this, please? Wasn't gonna skip the song. Because of course. Why can't I post this? Or is it just not decided that the image exists yet? There we go. Cool. It didn't want to see it. Okay. Alright. So we have the Agent Stone print. What was something else I wanted to draw? I had a Google Doc. I had a Google document. Let me have a look at my Google document. I've done that. I've done that. They are physical. I wanted to do something Hermitcraft. I want to do keychains, I think, of Grian, Scar, and Mumbo. Right, I need to... take a screenshot of that and send that to myself. Okay, so I need to change this to pixels again. 2000 by 2000. Otherwise, it's not gonna have enough space. Because 2000 by 2000 is fine for a tiny keychain. So that's what I did for the other ones. Nice biscuit. Eating it now. Mmm. Awesome. Alright. Who should we do first? Green, Mumbo, or Scar? Score. I've never drawn Scar before. So we're gonna figure this out together, guys. We're gonna do... Should we do Life Series or should we do Hermitcraft? Because I'm thinking a bit of Hermitcraft 11. Let me get Scar's Hermitcraft. Which version of Scar? Yeah, okay. Aniline. I need... This'll do. That's a pretty good reference, don't you think, guys? Pretty good reference, right? Yep. It's pretty good reference. Close enough. I need his skin, so it helps. It works. I am wearing a t-shirt underneath, by the way. I'm wearing a white t-shirt underneath, if anyone is wondering. I'm also missing my iconic necklace. What the hell? This is what the necklace looks like up close, by the way, guys. I call this my iconic necklace because it's the one I'm always wearing. I do have other necklaces. This one's just my favorite. There we go. I'm like Ilya in his like cross necklace that his mother gave him. Except I don't wear it to sleep because I don't like the feeling of something around my neck at night. Or when I'm lying down, at least. So, alright, so I want to... I'm gonna open one of Ilya's. So I can get proportions. So we've got Do we want to do full body chibis of these keychains? I'd assume so, right? Want to do chibis? I assume we're gonna do chibis, right? I take it we're doing chibis. Okay. Alright, now if I just rearrange this. What do we want him doing? Because... Because this season he is a pilot, so... So do we want him doing something piloty? How do we make him do something piloty? Yeah? Yeah. Piloty. These ones aren't going to be like double-sided. They're going to be like the same design on both sides. Something to think about that. Trying to think. Piloty. What will pilots do? Fly? Yeah, duh. I'm just having a look on. To be fair, you asked. Yeah, to be fair. Hmm. Right, people just haven't done. Huh. I am a bit confuzzled. Oh my god, here's a better angle. What's Scar's robot look like? Hasn't he got like a robot? He's got a robot, right? I've just sold the old version of FireAlpaca. For goodness sake, bugger off. No. That's a better one. Because I can see his hat here. Huh. I'm gonna have to look through a video. I actually have no idea. I have no idea how I'm gonna do this. Pinterest? I'm looking at Pinterest. It's not helping. It is not helping. I don't think I'm the newest season. The whole giant dino, that's gonna be really difficult to try and fit on a tiny keychain. True. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about, is I don't know what I'm supposed to put. Yeah, I want to see his droid. Right, here's a piece of art of his droid. Scar on his droid. Look, let me look at this piece. He has a droid. I also realize I'm not following Cherry on here. I love when everyone draws Scar as if he's got scars. That's so funny to me. That, for some reason, that's absolutely hilarious to me, that everyone always draws Scar with his droid, like with scars. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but alright, he could be stood. I want to draw that circle. Alright. And then he could. There we go. There we go. Why is this thing fucking lagging? What's going on? Do you see this, guys? Like, what the fuck is going on? Why are we lagging? Is it because I dared to have more than one tab open on YouTube? Like, on YouTube, on Google? He's facing, let's say, this way. He could have Wait, how the fuck do people walk? Why have I forgotten how people walk? If you're walking... Oh, you're gonna have one leg backward. Okay. Are you? Right. Spotify's also playing up. Can we not this? Do this, please. Okay. Awawa. Okay. What we drawing? Good Times with Scar. A YouTuber from the Hermitcraft series. Can't figure out how to draw legs. That works. Does that look like he's walking? That does look like we're walking, I think. Yeah? He could be holding his droid here? No. Wait, I know. I'm gonna make him hold his favorite, like a block that's relevant to season 11 currently. I'm gonna make him hold a copper golem. There was a whole lot of trickery with the copper golems. Do. That could work. Cool. Do. Okay. Alright, so we've got these big goggles. Do. Alright. Let's zoom in on his helmet. There we go. Alright, let's rub out that bit. Wait, actually, how... Oh, super thin liner. Okay. Okay. Let's redraw that. Doo-doo-doo. Dooby-doo. Hey, Robin, do you ever just Joel Glorp? No way. I sure do. There we go. I'm actually not gonna draw his hat. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, Flicky and Spiky. Flicky and Spiky. There we go. Oh, wow. Doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, okay, here we go. Okay, let me re-rip this out. There we go. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's just hair. Because I don't know how I'm going to do this. Let's do that. Let's figure this out. There we go. Ooh. There we go. Looks good. Thank you. No, I don't like that. Problem is, everyone draws his hair so differently, and in reality, his hair is like 3 pixels. You're always correct. Yeah, that's the problem. Hmm. This works. Hmm. I mean, this works. I just don't know how I feel about it, you know what I mean? Hmm. How are you? I'm good. I'm good. How are you? Blah. Gonna be real quick. Won't be too long. Okay. Have fun. Hmm. Hmm. There we go. Every time I click the wrong screen. That's impressive, isn't it? Oh, he gone? No, I'm back. Whoosh, woo whoosh. Yeah, I know. Let me do this bit of the hair again. Yeah, I am accidentally clicked the wrong section. Right, I think this looks good. Baby no mola. I'm actually gonna remove these. I think it actually looks a bit better with Adam. Okay. Hey. Hi. I need to get rid of that stream elements promotion because it doesn't exist yet. Doesn't exist at the moment. Yay! Look at that. Awesome sauce. Alright, let's sort out what the fuck's going on here. I'm changing that instantly. I'm gonna have him sticking his arms out. I think it'd be silly. There we go. Hi. Wait, do we want them carrying... I could. Do we have any other snacks in this room other than sweets? No. I need to go get chocolate egg if I want to have anything. There we go. Yeah, we can make him carrying a block. I can make them all do it, like each hermit eventually. carrying a block that we would like resonate with them the most. Like for Scar, what will we associate Scar with? Target block or anvil? Sand? He can't be holding a block of sand. Explain to me the physics in holding a block of sand. It should just fall out of his fingers. Target block or anvil? You reckon? What's he building with this season? What's his base look like? That's a really stupid question to ask. I don't know why I asked that. He's using a lot of mangrove. What's his gimmick this season? I could give him a diamond block because he's in charge of the shopping district this season. Oh my god, I'd give him basalt. His gimmick this season is Star Wars. I should give him a basalt block. Smooth basalt. How funny would it be if I just plopped a full-on smooth basalt block in his hand? Roundy basalts, yeah. That's polished basalt, that's not what I want, is it? Basalt Minecraft. Which block is it? Smooth basalt. I need the smooth basalt, thank you very much. It's not the right configuration, but... Alright. So that's gonna hold it, like... His knive's not gonna come around the corner, it's fine. Okay. And I need to know what his skin looks like. Cool. Hmm. All right. Douche, douche. There we go. Fit check. No way. That's insane. All right, okay, hold on. Can I stop rolling over wire? Can't do that, thank you very much. Alright, let's get the chair out of here. Alright, this is what we're wearing today. I have my new hoodie. You are enough. And no freaking way. This is what the back says. Ain't that pretty cool? We have the iconic necklace. Oh, that's so cool. I know, right? Cool necklace. It's got a cool upside down smiley face on the sleeve. I mean, I will be honest, the material is kind of very thin polyester-y type material. My favorite hoodie texture is actually like a proper cotton, like a thick cotton, but those ones don't tend to be fluffy inside, but this is very fluffy inside. So it is what it is. It used to have dangles, but the dangles for some reason came down to here on both sides. which is really strange. It's from a company I saw advertised. It's called Live to Live. I saw them advertised, and I kind of got a bit absorbed with the fact that they said, like, they were talking about a lot about mental health, and that resonated with me, and I was like, oh my goodness, I like it, and they had a deal on, so I was like, I'm gonna get one. Excuse to have a red hoodie, I suppose. But yeah, pocket, very soft. The stretchiness in these bits here are very thin. It's just this material folded over. Like, there's nothing inside there or anything. It's very thin here, which is nice because it's super stretchy. I think my camera doesn't like that I'm wearing red today. And then for the rest of the outfit, we have the jeans. Let's get the chair back in here so we can stand up on it. We have the iconic jeans, the only pair of jeans I ever wear nowadays. Alright, let's spin this chair around. And then... Whoa! Whoa! It's all red. Yeah, I know. It refuses to have shadows. I mean, look at this. It's so red it goes pink for some reason. Whoa! I didn't nearly fall over, you guys did. And then socks. I'm wearing these ones. They are from Urban Outfitters. They were a gift at Christmas from my cousins. It got me into a couple pairs of Urban Outfitters. They've got a little, like, embroidered star that's sun star that's yellow and blue. Urban Outfitters, yeah, I know. Socks. I highly regard this pair of socks as the reason I started wearing really funky socks. Because I bought a bunch of pairs at Christmas market that were animal print. And then my cousins they gave me these, and they were like, we didn't know what to give, so we just thought maybe a pair of socks, and they sort of fit your vibe. And I was like, oh my god, they do! I can wear funky socks that aren't all just animal print and stuff. And then I got a couple other pairs of socks from there. A black pair that have, like, this, like, orange fishbone that says rotten, and a white pair that are ribbed that have embroidered two blue koi fish swimming around each other. It's hit or miss. Yeah, there's a lot of things in it that don't fit me. But I'm a bit addicted to their style sometimes. If I can get it secondhand on Vinted, I will. I love their t-shirts. Embroidered t-shirts. I mean, I saw one in Next recently. Oh my goodness. Embroidered hoodie. There was a little bit of the front, and the whole back was embroidered. It was like Japanese. I think they were like storks, maybe, or another type of bird, and there were fish around it as well. It was really cool. Finished the game. It was fun. Awesome sauce. But that's the outfit today. Oh, and the t-shirt. You guys haven't seen the t-shirt yet. It's my oh, my light is just way too bright. Here we go. I'm nervous. I'm very nervous. I'm scared. I should buy Minted Loki. He nervy. Yeah, I got this t-shirt last year for London. So you should have seen it in the London vlog. I love Vinted, dude. You get some really good stuff on there. At least when I look. I mean, I've got some pretty good stuff from Vinted. Some of my favourite stuff's from Vinted. I mean, oh, what is it? I got my Kodak t-shirt on Vinted. Neo. Thank you for the 400. Thank you for the 500 bits on viewer tax. Jesus Christ. Okay. My goodness. There's a bit of a beat that goes with them as they leave. I left for a second. That was worth it. That was worth it. I love they have such a beat to them. It's like boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? That was so worth it. Anyway, we're back to Good Times with Scar. Look at him. It's Scar. I think the best reference I've been using is DDVA. I was using Baby Nose. I was using there's a comic called Double Hearted. It's about the idea of like they're like vigilantes at night or something, and people like just teachers and stuff at day. It's really cool. You've got hot guy and cute guy. It's like a really slow romance in there.
Mass attack starts in
Yo!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mass attack.
Oh my goodness. You can now spam things for free for the next 120 seconds if you go into... on my phone. You can still do it. Where extensions are, if you tap the screen, you should see a bunch of squares. They are your extensions. Click the one that looks a bit like a tomato, and you should be able to send things for the next, I don't know how long. By tapping one of them, and then clicking where you want to go on screen. Okay, right.
Pizza!
Pizza! You ever can't find it? Yeah. That's fair. Right.
Happy birthday!
Not my birthday, but thank you. I assume it's done now. Fireball! Rip. Oh, there's a golden tomato. Mass attack over? Yeah, I thought so. Trying to figure out how Scar's, like, the top of his jacket works. Oh my god! I've been egged. Is FireAlpaca any good? It really is. It's my favourite art app that I've ever tried. And I've tried a few. This is the FireAlpaca SE, so this is the premium version. This is like 30 quid on Steam. And that's it. And the main thing you get really is dark mode. That's the main reason of it. Along with it's just easier to use. That's the main reason. But the free version in itself I used for ages, and I loved it. Good brushes. Yes, I only use presets. I've never used anything that's not a preset. This is a preset. It's just a pencil brush. And I'm obsessed with it. Because you press harder and it gets, like, brighter. Have you tried Krita? No, I haven't. Well, I did once ages ago. I just noticed something. What? Did you change for your attack things? I'm gonna test it and let me know if I actually do. Okay, hold on. Let me get onto the extensions. You screwing the brushes are ass. I love the brushes on this. Honestly, the main reason I now do digital art is because of this pencil brush. I first taught myself. I was looking at the brushes and I was messing around with regular pen brushes and textured brushes, and I came across the pencil brush. And the fact that it's smooth, but it could be thin and pale or thicker and like heavier as if you're using a pencil. Yeah, I was 50 bits to you. Can't if I can find it. I was always at the same distinctive lineup. Yeah. Hello. Hi. Oh, it's because it's in global. That's why I'm stupid. Cheapy cheapy. Clap. Dancing rat. For me, I Go Meow says 10. Mods could do this, seemingly. Oh. That's very suspicious. For me, it says 10, but I assume you brought it back down. Very odd. I'm not gonna ask you at all. I can see most purchased attacks. Refresh it. No, it says 10 for me. Should be back at 25. It says 10 for me. I Go Meow is at 10. Huh. Weird. That's weird. Is it supposed to normally be 25? Is it normally 25? Because I can't remember. There's so many bad ones on here. Yeah, okay, well, it's back to that again. No. There are so many bad ones actually on here. They're so bleh. Weird. Weird. Okay. Weird indeed. Alright. But this brush, when I found out about this, oh, this time last year was when I first learned how to do digital art. Oh, that's crazy. It's been about a year. That's so cute. This time last year I would have started learning digital art properly for the first time. I mean, I've dabbled with it in the past, on and off, but I never used to like it. And then I was doing part of my course, and I decided all of a sudden, actually, I want to try if it pops up now. Yes, that'd be awesome. Ooh, progress. Yeah. Do you want me to really quickly pull up? I don't know if I'm gonna have it on here. I'll see if I can access an image of my very first ever art. If not that, then when was this? Oh my god, this was February. Okay, so it was February then, not April, but I guess it was in a department's waiver mods. Weird. Yeah. So February was when I first did a digital art piece. But I wasn't using the brushes that I'm using now. This was, I think, a practice, and then I didn't like it. And then I started practicing properly in April for college, and that's when I got the brush. Hold on, so let me show you this. Perfect bit for Scar. Block for Scar. I was gonna do Smooth Basalt for season 11 Scar. So if you were about to say yes, yes. Oh, I'm so glad we had the same idea. Neo. No, doing Smooth Basalt, it's the same thing. There it is. I got it. Roundabout salts. Yeah, well, roundabout salts, yeah, whatever. But I'm gonna use the texture of the Smooth Basalt block to give that block for him. Because I was trying to think, like, oh, what's relevant to season 11? Smooth Basalt. That's what's relevant. Obviously. Like, if I was doing a life series, if this was, like, third life, I'd give him, like, sand. If this was double life, I'd give him bamboo. Roundabout salt? Okay. Fit check. Another fit check. We've had a fit check. But okay. Get it right? They're very different things. I should make it so that people shouldn't... Hold on. I'm gonna reject that and then complete all those. People are so interested in this Robin outfit. I know. Hold on, I'll show off the hoodie again in a sec. But I'm going to... I refunded Jason your channel points really quick because I just realised that I don't want people to do more than one per stream. I just want one per stream. It would be really stupid to have, like, a fit check every 5 minutes. So I've refunded it for you. People aren't here for fit check. You guys could just ask for a fit check for free. I'll show off my clothes, but you want me to look back? And the VOD as well. No freaking way. Let me show you this hoodie again, though, because I like this. And then I'll put the frog beanie on. Okay. This is the hoodie. It says, "You are enough" on the front. And then this is what the back says. Ain't that cool? You can't fucking read that, I've just realized. Does that show it better? Yeah. Now you can see it better. Yeah. Oh, my back. Okay. Spinny around and go slaying. Okay, I suppose I'm like, slay. Slay. Nice outfit, thank you. Yes. what were we doing? Oh, I was gonna show you my... You shouldn't be able to see that. I don't know why I showed you that. Wow. So the first thing on my Tumblr is actually a good way to see what my old artwork was, or at least a little bit of it. This was the first thing I ever posted. This was, I found the pencil brush and I doodled this. This was February 13th last year. I remember your old art, the old stuff from like several years ago, because my digital art from several years ago when I used to draw on my phone is, I don't even want to think about it. Yeah, one day I'll sit here and go through all my art and have a whole stream of it where I redraw a bunch of really old shit. That'd be fun. We could do that on the subathon maybe. But I'd have to dig out a lot of shit. I don't like what I did with the elbows, but I think it's pretty cool, and I haven't drawn RGB digitally since then. I just thought it'd be really funny. So RGB is from a comic called The Property of Hate, which has currently actually been put on a hiatus for the first time in 12 years. I think it's 12 years. And unfortunately, because the author and artist of the comic has been being attacked by fans of a character from a show called, oh, what's his name? Mr. Puzzle, I think. Now this guy, RGB, he's existed since the early 2000s. Mr. Puzzle has not. Mr. Puzzle came later. Except people are thinking it's the other way around for some reason and attacking ModMad, who's the author and artist, saying that, like, you've copied Mr. Puzzle's design, etc., etc. She's getting, like, a lot of threats. People are attempting to dox her, etc. And so she's put it on a hiatus, unfortunately, which is so awful to know that people are treating her that way. And she's tried to contact the people behind the show that Mr. Puzzle's from. I can't remember the name of it. But they're ghosting her. So it's not looking great, unfortunately. I just hope the situation gets resolved. And because she's not once said, really, that as much as it kind of shows that Mr. Puzzle could have been copied from this guy, not once has she outright said, he's copied me, you know, they've copied me, go attack them. No, she's just like, oh, it's a shame. No. I'm just saying. But this is my first ever introduction. A friend of mine, she told me that it'd be really funny if I posted this to Twitter. Not Twitter, onto Tumblr. And I was like, I should make a Tumblr blog. And I did. Now, this is the first piece of art I was thinking of. I thought this was April. But it's not. It is. You know, it is. It certainly is a piece of all time. It certainly is. I like the background. I'm proud of the background, I still think. I mean, the lighting in this is very pretty. I mean, especially the clouds up here. These kind of almost look real in a weird way. The background's good. It could have done with a bit of motion blur at the back here. I will say, that's a very harsh line. Motion blur the background. And I don't know what's going on with the shadows here and why they're so blurry. No, I mean, blur. No, just a slight motion blur where it blends in the land, because you're not going to see that as a perfect line, like a perfect harsh line between the background. It needs a slight motion blur to it. Not too much though, and you'll see what looks better. You need some trees. No, the person who told me to draw this, she's my friend. Waddle. This is for Waddle. She didn't want trees in the background. But she did want... These are supposedly sunflowers. I'm gonna be real, that looks nothing like a sunflower. I don't think I've ever looked at a sunflower in my life, apparently, based on that. But, I mean, that's how I draw flowers, yeah, but that's not a sunflower. Sunflowers don't have that center. That's a cute flower in itself. I like that as a cute flower. That's not a sunflower, though. This is more of a sunflower, but that middle needs to be dark. And she wanted that top to look like it's a sunflower hat. And I mean, I tried my best. I don't know what more I could do, I think. And she's happy with this. Like, she was really happy with this. I wanted some commission practice. The shading's good, actually. Shading's good. The sleeve bunches here are really addicting to look at. There's just a lot of lines going on. And the line art is, I don't know whether you can tell, the line art is not the pencil brush. This is not my pencil brush. That is round when they're really meant to be pointy. Yeah. They're not supposed to be round. I like the lighting, but it feels very flat. That's a very flat yellow. 45 to 60 degree tip, yeah. But for February 17th, this was very new into digital art. My most recent adventure into digital art, where I'm now comfortably, happily sitting. So this was mid-college. So I was learning to draw traditionally at a better style. I was learning anatomy better, etc., etc. So my anatomy is very good in this piece. I actually comfortably sat like that to understand where the arm would go, where it would sit, etc., etc. I can draw hands. I've always been able to draw hands pretty decently, and peace sign is always the easiest one for me. But with the hair, I hate the hair in this. If I was to redraw this, I would redraw the hair so different. The hair is so bad. I think what I wanted to do was I wanted it to be textured, but then I didn't texture anything else. So I can't texture one thing and then leave everything else non-textured. Doesn't make sense like that. But other than that, it was a good first attempt, I suppose. Then April, we have this. This was for college. This was, I wanted to do an expression sheet to tiny fan brush, tap the horizon to get the effect of nature. Yeah. With this was a bunch of sketches with the pencil brush. Pencil brush has made a return. It's here to stay. Where I wanted to get the feel of different angles, different emotions of, like, quick doodles of Michael when I was first learning how to draw him properly. That wasn't just quick doodles in a sketchbook. I wanted to fully understand him as a character. So we got these doodles. This one up here is my favourite. You can't see it behind the stream. I'm gonna move that. This one at the top here is my favourite. It's the most expressive. I actually used this piece later on in the actual comic for college. Rest in peace, the comic, by the way. I don't want to talk about it. Maybe one day, but I also quite like this one. I was trying to do side angles. I struggled with them, so I kept using my own face as a reference. I do quite like it, but 07 comic, yeah. And then these, you'll recognize that image. That is my that's my art Instagram and Etsy shop profile picture. It's not my profile picture on here, though. I think I might change it to my profile picture on here as well. Make it consistent. TTS sound like Repo TTS? Yeah, I was wondering that too. Who else brought that up? I think Jason brought that up when we were playing Repo. He thought it'd be fun to have the audio, and honestly, if there was a way to do it, I would. But the TTS is hard enough to do it for free anyway. I found it really difficult to find free TTS that was, like, actually good. But I like Brian, so Brian works for now. This is my favorite Harvey sketch I've ever done. I don't know why I use it as my profile picture. I'm obsessed with it. This one I drew on a friend's laptop. My college friend had a laptop you could draw on, like touchscreen, and she had this really nice pencil brush that was a bit gritty, and so I doodled Harvey. He looks so different. These are two different people. but you can tell the way that my style changes slightly when you're introducing a new form of media. I really like that. Half and half. Yeah, they're two different beings. Here's Harvey again. And there's Henry! The first drawing of Henry we've seen digitally. This might have been the first time I drew Henry digitally. It's still one of my favourites. I redesigned him recently. Not redesigned. I just redrew his hair. I couldn't get his hair properly like this. Do I have that physically with me? I should do, actually. It was on paper. It was on paper. Aha, yeah, here we go. First of all, Harvey. Should we compare the Harveys? That's a Harvey from a year ago. And that was Harvey from last week. Oh. One Piece jump scare, guys. You can have that back. There you go. Thanks. My sibling has One Piece. One Piece? Yo! They wanted to flex on you. Specifically. But that's the doodles of... I've seen like a little bit of that. Just a little bit. Just a tad. Only a little tiny bit. Where are my Henry doodles? Oh, they're here. I flee now? Okay, bye! Let me... Oh, Pringles Man. That was the first time I drew him as a tiny doodle like that. Leo. That's how he looks now. Within reason, obviously. I wanted his head to just flick out a little bit more. It's very straight here, and kind of similar to Harvey's. But I really like this, and I've also given him a slightly curved chin. Like, it goes in and then down a little bit. But for context... for context of the number of tries... The number of tries... I nearly settled on this one. I nearly settled. I was like... How do I draw it? I nearly settled on that, but I was like, no. I don't want him to look particularly feminine. And I fear he was like leaning just a little bit too much in that particular one. But that was the most recent. Oh, and then I did my Agent Stone with the coolest little doodle of Robotnik. And then this is my second full art piece. This is with my iconic pencil brush. Line art is very thick and very stable. Harvey and Crocs, the iconic, yeah. My point in the background here is it's too blurred. There needs to be some blur in the background because, like a camera, you focus on what's in front of you and the objects in the background blur. But you don't need the blur to be to the point where it looks like that's like 5 miles away or something. Like, what's going on? Why is it that blurry? But it's even blurry at the front here. I don't know what this is. And I don't like how these have blurred here. These are some really rough lines here, and they're blurred. A rock? No, it's lighting. I think it's lighting. This particular line here on the floor. Some of this bit at the front here got blurred, and I don't like it. But overall, it's a pretty iconic piece. I don't know what the lighting is down his leg here. Again, it's very flat. But I like the chicken, for starters. I don't tend to draw animals. And his face is alright. Mediocre. Oh, there's my commission. Oh, here's my commissions page. I use that doodle. That's a really good doodle. That's one of my favorite drawings. Like, doodle drawings I've done. That's from the comic. I really like it. I like the way the hair's settled on her. I like the way she's holding the crutches. I'm really proud of that scene in particular. I miss my guys. I miss them a lot. That was a doodle of me at the time, but with alien antenna. My neck is really wide for some reason. I don't know why my neck is so wide. It needs to come in a bit more. I need to re-update that though, because all of that is very old art. Maybe not that one. I can keep that one there, but very old artwork on here. I like the two doodles on the front though. Oh my guys, I hate Kaito's hair. I like the colour, I hate the design. And I don't know, it just felt very gonna buff your commission page so much. Yeah. Oh, here's Neo's commission. Oh my goodness. This is my first ever commission. Yo, no way. Yo, no way. I really like how this turned out. I'm really happy with this. There's not much I would change, actually. I mean, I guess I would only change the way I draw noses. Admittedly, most of this is fine. I mean, that hand is a bit suspicious. I don't know why it looks just a bit wrong to me, but okay. I think overall that's a really good piece. I'm really happy with that, actually. Oh, here's Shane. This is my Shane piece. I haven't drawn Shane in a while. I'm gonna be completely transparent. His nose looks a little bit phallic. I noticed immediately after posting, and I'm like, I don't want to think about it, but it kind of does. And it's ruined it for me. Other than that, I like the baggy hoodie. I just think his hair's nice. I just don't really know why there's so many lines on his face. Other than that, it's pretty good. Oh, here's the Pride-a-thon. This is just a little extra moment for my little chibi. One of the best chibis I've ever drawn, and he will be making a return next Pride-a-thon. I might draw a second one if I can try and redraw it. I need to remake this! I need to remake this. This needs remaking. This just needs to be remaking. Because it's a year after remake it then, but I like the way I drew it. There's my star jeans. I know, I wore them a lot. I don't wear them anymore because I've got more comfortable jeans. I I would like to wear them again at some point, or get another pair of these and then put the stars on these and like wear these ones because they fit me much nicer. I mean, most of the information here is the same. That's pretty much the same. Sharks need to be added into that list somewhere. That's not in my bag anymore, I'm afraid. Not all of that anyway. My phone has changed slightly. And my favourite music has changed as well. Because I don't casually listen to the Stardew Valley OST as often as I did last year. That got me through a lot of college, the Stardew Valley OST. That needs changing. That's incorrect. I like the text, and I just... Obviously, my hair is also not the same. I've got a lot... The most drawings I've got is of me with the calico hair, because it looked really cool. I'll ignore that. It's a reblog. Here's my art fight profile from last year. I really like it. I'm gonna obviously make a new one this year. I mean, most of these guys need redrawing, to be honest. But other than that, especially this guy and this guy, they look very different now. And there's me, obviously, at the top. I drew that, like, quickly. I didn't want it to be detailed. I just wanted it to be a silly little doodle of me. I'm really happy with it. I'm gonna miss not drawing the calico hair, I'm gonna be honest. I did a drawing of me yesterday. It's in my bag. That's a receipt. So I lied, it's not in my bag. Where is it? Where is it? Where is this doodle of me? Oh no, it is here. Never mind. Nom. Very different. I think that looks more like me than there. But I like how that turned out. I drew that in June. Here are some art fights. I hate this one so much, so I don't even want to talk about it. I love this one very much. I love the softness of it. I love the dynamicness of this one. I do miss how I shaded hair here. Which doesn't really work very much anymore. I quite liked that one, but it wasn't my favourite. But I liked how I did the hair there. Here's my Kaito multi-attack. The Kaitos. Then, of course, there's my Kaito. I've just registered. I gave him danglies for a hat that doesn't exist. Just looking at my previous doodles of him. What's going on here? I'm assuming he's just attached it to his hair, but I think I was supposed to add a hat. I like this hair the most, I think. And that one. More dynamic hairs. So interesting. But I loved that. And then we did Stardew Valley. I love this chibi hen. No, that is Harvey. His arms are moving up a bit more. I don't know why they're so low down, especially that one. But I think it was really cute. His little chibi face. And then a doodle. He's supposed to be drunk, though. Thought it was funny. More art fight. I don't like how Harvey looks here, but I love Dory. Address the t-shirt good sir. So it's canon that Henry and Harvey have... Well, Henry buys them. He gets these really stupid t-shirts, either made or whatever. I'd like to think Emily makes them. She's the kind of person to have an Etsy shop, you know what I mean? She's got a little business. And he gets these t-shirts custom made for him, Harvey, and then Henry occasionally. That all have really stupid things written on them. Wine Mum is one of my favourite ones. Number 1 pickle. They're just like obscene, but funny. And if Henry's not wearing them, Harvey's wearing them like as pajama t-shirts. And then this is probably my favourite art fight attack I did. Probably. This was for a friend. I love the lighting. I love the roughness. And that's when I started experimenting with more lines on the eyes. Breb. Yeah. And then there's a jump between July 13th and September 9th. So... Green. One of my favourite pieces I've drawn. In a long time. I'm obsessed with the colours here. Absolutely obsessed. I really like this piece a lot. And this is when I started experimenting with, like, the shadows being blurred and then having a slight colour to fade them in. So they really, like, they're sort of, like, there's, like, light diffusing on them. That was, and then I was just experimenting with the slight red line art. I think by this point, as you can see, the line art started getting red around the mouth. Well, it was very red originally. This used to be very, very red. I did do it here, I think? Yeah. It used to be very, very red. It's still kind of red. But I've toned it down now. And then the chibis. I still really like these. I want to turn these into stickers. I think. At least for me. And then the lemons, because it's the Lemon Farm comic. And then these guys here. This is when I started changing his hat just slightly, just so it would be easy to draw. I love how Harvey looks here. He's so soft. But I always think Henry looks so small next to him. I need to work on that a bit. I need Henry to be taller. And then there was this story I was reading called Sink or Swim, and Falling O'er You, and it ships Clint and Elliot together. So I drew this for them, and I'm obsessed with it. I love Elliot's facial expression, and I'm really happy with the beard on Clint. I really struggle with beards, so I like the light as well from his phone. There it is again. And then we have this one from October. We did this for Halloween. I did sell this on Etsy, but no one bought it, so it is what it is. I think there's a problem here. That needs to be this way instead. If you're gonna bend your arm, it's usually the forearm that goes over if you're bringing that bit forward. But if it's back, it's usually the back bit coming forward. And that really looks like he's got his arm out like this, not in like this. Just a minor thing. Other than that, I like it. I don't know why I gave Henry aggressive sideburns there. Who knows? Mumbo Jumbo. Need I say more? Oh, this is when I made stuff here on Etsy. It was my birthday, and no one bought them. Mumbo Jumbo, end of sentence. Yeah, Mumbo Jumbo, end of sentence. I think I was trying to prove the difference between Mumbo and Harvey, the way I draw them. Season 2. Free Hell Alistair. I'm back again, welcome back. If I'm gonna redraw this, I'm gonna redraw this aggressively because I don't really like it. I don't know why half his hair is flat as hell and half his hair is curly as hell. If you could do it curly, you could do it all curly.
Holy moly.
Holy moly. I'd like everyone to know I didn't do a single Doc Ember. However, I did redraw this scene from Has-Been Hotel. I'm going to turn these into pins because I'm actually obsessed with this. But I also really like this version, the black and white version. I might make them both pins. Even just for myself. I'm obsessed with the roughness of it. I love the sketch. I love the sketch so much. I'm going to have to make that a pin, even if it's just for myself. If no one else wants it, I will take it. Okay. We've got another one. Don't worry, guys. I didn't do this as a sketch. I wanted this to be a bit cleaner. I wanted this to look as, like, accurate as possible. This bit in his hair didn't go the same. But do I have my arrow keys? No, I don't. Okay. I think the facial expression is different. So here, he's like kind of patronizing him. Here, he looks like he's genuinely worried. I think that's the difference between these two. Like, he looks like he's patronizing him here. I will be honest. Like, he's patronizing him in this particular scene. But when I drew this, he looks less like he's patronizing him, more like he's actually concerned. I think it's probably because I gave him a glint in his eye. Thank you for the Pikmin. Christmas Eve party, we gained another doodle of Robbie. And a stupid little Christmas hat. And I like his hair in this one. And this one I gave him the antenna again. Whoop whoop. I'll ignore that. That was me reblogging something. And then here was my 2025 overview. Did I? I don't think I actually posted this on here. I didn't, no. That's Sasuke and Miyano. I really actually like that post. That drawing a lot. I quite like his mouth there, actually. But this is some of the best pieces of art I did. And this one as well is one from April. And then, of course, as you know, from the beginning of this year, we had the redraw of that awful piece of art. I'm so glad it's not on my PC anymore, because I used to have that as a sticker on my PC. And then we had this redraw. I'm obsessed with this still. I am still very obsessed with this. And I'm so glad I have that now at the beginning of my streams. I like the nose here. But I couldn't get it to work very much more other than this piece, I'm afraid. And I was gonna do the line eyes, if you couldn't tell here, but it also wasn't working. And then we're just gonna zoom past this. And then, of course, we have the Ilya screenshot redraw. I love this. I love it so much. I love it so much. We made the black and white edition. His eye and eyebrow do look slightly different here. It's so stupid that it's in content label review for fingers, but alright. And we had this piece as well, with the sparks and the versus the original. I think I got the background down quite well, I'm not gonna lie. And then we got these guys. My little keychains, my silly little keychains. Look at them. Look at them. You guys better all be on that. You better all be on that. You better all be on that. You better all be looking at these. You better all be liking it. Look at them. They are I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. Look at them. Look at him. Like, it's perfect. I've liked them. Yeah, I know you have. I'm obsessed. Oh, so good. And the star as well. The star was such a good choice. I love the star. And then obviously the Ilya one. That's a comparison to like a loops pack or something. Because they're, you know, on my hand, they're kind of small, but that's the point of them. I'm actually obsessed. Like, look at him. I love it so much. So good. So good. And then, yeah, that's my most recent, obviously, closing the art shop is the most recent post on here, but yeah, there we go. And now we're drawing a good times with Scar, which I will do just a little bit more of, and then we'll come off. I really don't know how I'm supposed to do his. He'll just figure out this stuff. So he's got... There we go. Douche. There we go. Meow. I have just realised he's wearing a crop top. There we go. Boosh. Boosh. Alright. Okay. Is it doing any emotes different? I'll keep them the same. Emotes. Ooh, that's a good question. If I was to remake any, it would probably be probably this one. I want to change the cheese emote. See, already I've done much bigger shoes. These guys don't have big shoes that come out like this. These guys have got little shoes. Whereas Scar's got massive boots all of a sudden.
Holy moly.
Holy moly, indeed. I don't like that already. Holy moly, indeed. I'm gonna copy that design. Cool. And then his trousers. Two glass animal songs back to back, by the way. Hermitcraft. There we go. Uh, meow, meow. Okay. Okay. It's the band around the leg. Whee! Alright, I'm gonna just finish this tiny little bit and then I'm gonna get ready to come off of stream now. So, sweetheart, if you want to get yourself ready to come down to collect me. There we go. There we go. Doo-doo-doo. Douche. There we go. Douche. There we go. Hydration. All right. Alright, and then let's have a look at these boots. There we go. Okay. And deselect. Cool. Alright. Save as. Good times with Scar. Okay. Whoosh. Thank you very, very, very much to everyone who has been here. Thank you for stream. No problem. It was very fun. Yeah. We're not going to raid anyone. We're just going to end. So, I'm going to spam my links. Thank you very much to everyone who's been here. You guys are all absolutely amazing. We have, in order, my Discord, where you can join and yap as much as you want to all of us. It's very awesome. My link trees, both my stream-based link trees and art-based link tree, where you can get all of my links across the whole board. My Instagram account, which by proxy you can then gain access to my art Instagram account, is in the bio. Please go head over there and give those posts some likes. I really appreciate it if you do. Share them around. Tell your friends. Your yaoi obsessed friends, of course. That I'm making keychains. My VODs channel, where you can watch this stream as many times as you want, as well as all my others as well. And then my commissions page, which I need to update, but I want to try and spread as well. Because I take commissions. If you don't want to support me through Twitch, but still want to get something, maybe something a bit more out of it, but want to still support me, I have commissions. So you could literally commission me for a doodle of your favorite character. I'll do it. Like, I think, how much did I put on there? For doodles? £7. right? For a chest up doodle of your favorite character. That money basically directly supports me, and I'll be able to put it into more things, more art-based things, more like so Jason commissioned me, and I used that money on ink for my printer so I can make pin badges, so I can sell pin badges, as well as have pin badges as merch for you guys to buy. That's cool, awesome. I wouldn't have been able to do that without that, so I really appreciate all the support. And thank you very much for popping in. I'll be live tomorrow with a Friend Slot Friday. Support the artist. Support the artist. Yes. I want to make pins that say like anti-AI. I would be down for doing an anti-AI version of my commissions where it's like a doodle, it's like a $5 for your favorite character or you or an OC with a little sign saying like anti-AI. More than down. Let me know if you're interested in that. I'll do it. $5 and I'll do it, alright? Anyway, thank you very much. I really appreciate every single one of you. And I will see you guys tomorrow for the Friend Slot Friday. Whoop, whoop, whoop. See you guys soon. Bye-bye, chat. Bye-bye.